Welcome back everyone to Punny Plays the Beorning, and I am heading out to Thor's Combe to find out if Wadu found anything at the dwarves and what it may have done in him acquiring a sword. Find out what it's all about, and did something about that trip lead to his death or what? So it's a little bit of mystery that we need to solve. But in order to do that, we must first get to Thor's Combe, which is a non-trivial task. Because it's way... I think it's up that peak right there. We'll see. So it's a bit of a haul. That's for sure. And one that can get a little bit tricky along the way. Alright, let's see if we get down around here. Especially with all of these dunlendings all around the road here and there. And if you're trying to get someplace that could be... Now, if you're hunting for dunlendings, oh yes, great! But if you are trying to... Oops. If you are just trying to get from A to B quickly, then it's a bit of a nuisance. And see, it's starting to snow. Alright. Up here. Yeah, really. And like, alright, can I get through here without instigating half the population of Enenwythe? Alright, there we go. I guess the answer is no. And I finally get that as an exit present, but this is no place where... Oh, but this is no place where you want to be off the road either. I was about to say, this is no place where you'd want to tarry. It's also not a place where you'd want to be off the road. Because the serpent halls. Alright, now. I managed to do that without running into any drakes. That's good. Now to get up the mountain. So you first have to worry about that tree. Now if people are going to use that as a bridge, I would think that they would get rid of those nasty branches, unless half the idea is to discourage people from crossing it. Alright. So the whole thing looks like a random log that's fallen over, but somehow it's in a perfect place to act as a bridge and going into the road here. Trickier, trickier. Alright. Up here. Around here. It even goes down a little bit before going back up. I mean, now that's what you call a tricky mountain pass. And now it goes back up. And there'll be a little stream up here. And don't worry, this is the last time I'm going to show you me going all the way up on this trip. But here we go. A little bit of a waterfall down to there, and boy. And here we are. So you see, there's still not... It says Narn's Peak, but we're not quite on the peak. Actually, let me get off this so we don't have to look at the backside of a horse whenever I'm looking. Oh yes, and there's another one of these things. Alright. And let's see. Now you could set your milestone here, but if you have... Let's see, my other milestone is at Rivendell. Now there isn't really a great need to visit Rivendell now. Actually, this would be an excellent place for a second milestone. I had to come back here a couple of times, but I also have to return to Lanuk a couple of times, and there have been times when I was like, okay, which one should I choose as my milestone? So this is the first time where I really had the luxury to say both! Alright, so there's that stream. There's Hardarian up there. We haven't been there yet, but that's one of the main ranger camps. I guess Lunok is way out this side. I can't quite see. You can see the road going up there, so I guess it's just beyond the road. Alright. Well, it's time to find out what these dwarves know. And this little place is in Zudrugund. They decided to set this up as where the dwarves went after they were kicked out of the Lonely Mountain. So they came here and spent some time here before going to Eredluina, at least something like that. So that's why you have all these markers all over Endwythe and one at Thor's Hall. Thorn's Hall. Alright, hello there. Hello? Are you fine?
Huh? Who's there? Who is it? Huh?
The soup is cold, Heaven. The soup is cold. Set it atop the fire. Yes, 3 and 20. Ah, hello? Alright. Oh, whatever. Hello. I tried talking to your friend there. I didn't get much out of him.
Welcome to Zutrican, traveler. I should apologize for old Nar.
He is very old. I know not how old, and his mind wanders. He has experienced a great deal of hardship and pain, but he has remained here while all the others have left him. All save Frithgare, that is. Yeah, I came looking here something about information about a man called Wadu. You ever heard of him? Yes, the Dunlending. He came to speak with Nar some time ago. Nar was more aware that night than he usually is, so I marked the visit. The two ventured into the mine beneath the halls. I'm sorry, but I don't remember anything else peculiar about that visit. There is a brew I can make of several ingredients found throughout Thor's comb. The vapors of the brew seem to make Nar more aware of his surroundings. If you can bring me these ingredients, the brew may allow you to speak with Nar directly. I will need several handfuls of huluhuts verb, some Nijam Muju flowers, and the variety of nut called kibuluz. Take this list of ingredients, and this will tell you where they can be found. Alright, so you got a list here. Tells you what the 3 ingredients are and where you are likely to find them. So let us head down and find. Now that's to start book 4. Because I think I'm in book 3 right now. Yeah, I'm in book 2 right now. So that is to start book 3. So we will talk to him there because we will obviously be finishing book 2 with him. Actually, no, I take that back. I think that is for book 4. Because book 3 is pretty much a continuation of book 2. Yeah, because I think that book 2 ends. Oh, we'll find out. Anyway, let's either That's either to continue book 3 or to... It's definitely book 4 starts with him. Alright, so now we head back down, and I'll meet you down at the bottom of the mountain. I really should note that there is a deed for climbing that mountain. I think it's going both up and down or whatever, of scaling that mountain several times. So it's something that you need to take into account before you go around doing everything with just using milestones up and down so you get that deed. But anyway, see there you have a number of these worms, like these actually drakes, wibberlings all over the place. And those are the small ones. They also have large ones which are elite, so you have to be careful with that because they're all level 65. But now I am outside of the worst command. Or at least outside of the serpent hole, I should say. And can now, well, I was going to say speak with these soldiers, but it looks like I'm speaking with an axe. Alright, and so they have one of the herbs I'm seeking. And I fight them on my way to an encampment where I can find the second herb. And I'll take care of 2 of them. And then the real trick is getting up to... Actually, how dare you? That's right, because the third place is near the ranger encampment that I showed you when I was at the top of the mountain. Pretty close to there, so therefore if I get there, that'll be good. Now, it'd be nice if I were playing a warden. Then I might have enough rep with the Great Company by now in order to... Actually, I have acquaintance. If acquaintance is enough, actually, I would have enough. The idea there is that you get your port. Goes there if you... Yeah, there it is right there. And I think the Hunter port also goes there. But the Warden port definitely goes there. But the General port's the one that you get if you get the full rep, the kindred rep, with the locals, then that is with the town where we were at earlier. So this is one of those rare cases where the rep port and the class ports are to 2 different locations. Alright, now where I'm heading to is this village right here. And some of the Dunlendings here have the second herb that I want. I don't remember if these guards have it or if I have to go a little bit further inside. But whatever's the case. Alright. Hit it once. Nothing like something that has a cooldown every time except when I don't want it to have a cooldown. Alright. Yeah. Alright, that's one of them down. Alright. Now, unfortunately, while it looked like we had a 100% drop rate from the first set of Dunlendings, for the first ingredient, looks like it's a smaller drop rate for the ones inside the village. Alright. Oh, we don't feel like going against the clan leader at the moment. Or I guess it's the village leader, since I guess the Brennans are more like village leaders than clan leaders. since there can be more than one village involved with the clan. Let's see, where are... Alright, here's another one. This is the Dragluth. The Dragluth are the dragon clan, which explains why they live here and they're so close to the Serpent Halls, because the dragon clan will, of course, have their totem, sure, as the Wibir. Let's see. Now, if they had a bear clan, good thing we don't have to fight a bear clan anywhere around here. But anyway, you see the totems that they have is a dragon head. And in fact, there is a dragon nearby. The Dragyak raid is not all that far from here. And that's one of the larger raids in here. Tier 1 of the raid you can do with 24 players. Tier 2 is the same raid with a 12, max of 12, so if you have a group that can work together and all that stuff, then 12 is what they do it with, since, you know, this Tier 2 means usually better rewards and stuff like that. So I've never successfully completed Dragyak. Yeah, I think we attempted it, and no, I'm trying to think though. I think it's possible that someone led us through it later on, and that we did get through it. I can't even remember now. I just remember the first time we tried it and how much of a disaster that turned out to be. Alright. But then what do you expect when you try to go and fight a dragon? And that's the only living dragon that you run into. I mean, it's hard to call the one in Helengrad a living dragon, so to speak. It started out as a dead dragon, then turned into an undead dragon. Alright. Now, what we're looking for isn't directly in the path to this location, but I thought that we could stop by here, use this as a rest point. Well, not if I try to go up this. Wait. I actually got up that? Wow. Amazing. And here we are. One ranger camp.
What do you need?
Actually, this is a port that I often use on my wardens, because up here the port brings you right up around here, and this is the skirmish camp. So it's certainly the closest port that there is to a skirmish camp. So if I'm going to port to a skirmish camp and then port away to somewhere else, this is where I come. I thought, let's have a look at the Great Company rewards.
Greetings. I'm sure we can be of mutual service to one another.
Yeah, let's see what we have. Now, I'm at acquaintance right now. So there are a couple of recipes and a couple of pots here and there. Now, I'm probably not going to get up to friend level, but okay, so you need friend level in order to get the muster or the guide. Alright, so if you're a hunter or warden, you'd want to get to at least that. And it also has a spin emote. And if I get myself another gold token, but of course I also have to get up to friend levels. That means getting up to there. And then you get a jump emote at ally level. And let's face it, the emotes are probably the best things you can get here, unless you really want the horse or something like that. And then they have, at the kindred level, they have a couple of golf emotes. Alright, well, that's it for this episode. Next time, we are going to go back down here and pick up the final ingredient and find out what's going on with Nar in the next episode of Piney Plays The Beorning.